Hi everyone, this is Aaron for Zolotech, and we're going to take a look at what's on my iPad. I get that a lot. I get a lot of questions as to what's actually on my iPad, what applications am I using, and so I thought I'd go ahead and show you. So here's my iPad. This is the new iPad, and I use it all the time. I love it, and I think it's a great device, and there's some great applications. Now on my home screen, this hasn't really changed much if you watched the last video. You can see I have pretty much all the standard iPad apps along with the Bible, Twitter, iPhoto, and TwitPad. One of my favorite applications is Flipboard. It's the way I kind of browse through a lot of the news that I read, things like that. We can turn real fast here, and it's, pulling news and things like that from different locations. I really like that a lot. It just makes it a really nice way to read different feeds. As far as feed readers go, I also use Pulse. Pulse is another feed reader that actually allows me to see a lot of different things, such as all of the news from Mac Rumors, 9 to 5 Mac. Obviously, I like Apple things, but Engadget, The Verge, all of these different things, I'm able to see their feeds, and they're really quite nice. Now you can see everything here. Here's one of the video reviews I did before was StockTouch, and that's a nice application. I don't really use it a whole lot, but it's here. And one of the most recent applications I found that's free and really great is 123D Catch. I advise you to take a look at it because it allows you to capture objects in 3D. So I can take my iPhone, for example, capture it in 3D, and it puts it in a different 3D object on your screen. You can move it around. It's really pretty nice and intuitive. It's definitely worth checking out since it's free. You just have to open an account with them. They process it in the cloud, and then that's that. Now, as far as games, I get that question a lot. I don't have a lot of games on here because I use this a lot more for work, that type of thing, as opposed to playing a lot of games. However, the games I have on here are Draw Free. Ticket to Ride is one of my favorites, as is World of Goo. Pirates is one of my favorites, Sid Meier's Pirates. I've played that for many years. SimCity is another favorite. Here we have Angry Birds, Minecraft, and Infinity Blade. I never really got into Infinity Blade. I tried it out. I bought it, obviously, and it's not one of my favorites. It's just kind of one of those things that I use, but I didn't really get into. I used it for a little bit, so not my type of game, really. But it's there, and it's worth buying. It's beautiful to look at, and it's a good thing to show off as far as what the iPad can do. As far as other applications, I use OneNote an awful lot, another free application. That one's actually from Microsoft, and it's strange to have a Microsoft app that I think is so good on an iPad. It's not just a normal note-taking app. It actually syncs your notes, kind of like Evernote, but syncs your notes, which I have Evernote also. I kind of go between the two because I'm not really sure which one I like the best. The Weather Channel is always a good choice. I use that all the time. And one thing I wanted to bring up recently is if you're looking to watch some great tutorial videos. I make a lot of tutorials, and some of my inspiration in the past has come from Don McAllister, and this is Screencast Online Tutor for iPad. At the time, it was free. I don't know if it's currently free, but it does give a lot of insight into using the iPad. It's really a pretty nice app. So if it's free, I definitely recommend grabbing it. And if you know anybody that has an iPad that's new to using an iPad, they might want to get it just because it would really help them out with just about anything you need to do with the iPad. Now, entertainment apps are one of my favorites. I use this as a portable television a lot of the time. Since I have Time Warner Cable, I have that app. TED Talks. Love to hear what different people think about different things. So you've got the greatest scientists and things of the world, and they give speeches. Not just scientists, but influential people. ABC Player, don't really use it a whole lot. Used to have a Hulu Plus account. I don't anymore, but I do have Netflix, so I use that a lot. Good application. These are just my utilities. One of the utilities I use a lot is iNet. I may have shown that off before, I'm not sure, but it allows me to scan the network and see who's online. I actually use that when I'm in large environments that I can see how many people are using the connection, and it allows me to see if the network's holding up to a certain amount of connections at once. I have a TiVo, so I use the TiVo app. It's a remote. It allows me to record things. It's free, and if you have a TiVo, it's worth using, along with the remote for the Apple TV. Of course, eBay's on here. I use eBay a lot. Productivity apps. These you've probably seen before. Now, if we go to this page, what happens is you can see here I have things kind of in some folders scattered. As I install new things, they go to this page. And because they're on this page, they're the things I'm looking at the most usually. I've been looking for a house here and there, and that's why I have Zillow and Realtor, great apps. AirVideo, I did a video on some time ago, and it's a great application to stream video from one of your computers, Mac or PC. We have LogMeIn. Same deal, I can control those applications or control the Mac from remotely. Website Magazine, I don't really read that much, but it is there. Bridge Constructor is one of the newer ones I've used. You build bridges and things. If I open it up, see here, there we are. If I open it up, we can play. I can build a bridge. It's basically what it is. If any of you have played Pontifex in the past, anything like that, it's basically that game. This isn't quite as advanced, but it allows you to build bridges. It's pretty neat. This is a suspension bridge. You can test it and hope cars make it across. I have Pimp My Screen. I did a little shout out to them recently as they updated the application and asked me to do a review on it. And while I didn't do a review, I actually have used some of their stuff. There's some great backgrounds that they offer, and it's really nice to actually have some of these different backgrounds. In fact, the background that's on my iPad now is from them. And great application, pretty inexpensive, but they have more than just backgrounds too. Finance apps, good stuff. I use MoneyWiz, Bills HD. I downloaded it, but I don't really use it. I may use it in the future, and Page Once. All of them great apps. PDF Pen is one of those great apps that I use. Pretty inexpensive and allows me to fully edit PDFs on the iPad. Great application. I think it was $10 and worth it. Other than that, I haven't mentioned iTunes U. That's right in the middle of this page here. Great application, great place to learn different things like how to develop iPad apps, iPhone apps, all sorts of things from great universities. It's free. Definitely worth checking out if you haven't already, just because you can learn great things from universities without paying the tuition. Although you don't get the actual degree, you do get the benefit of learning that information. Great stuff. Now, if you have any applications that you would recommend, I don't have a ton on here. I've used a ton of applications, but if you have anything you think I might benefit from as far as, well, YouTube related, making videos like I do all the time, or just simple applications that you might think are better than Flipboard, or I may enjoy, or others may enjoy, please place those in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed to this channel already, please go ahead and do that. And as always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.